Good morning and welcome back to Asgard, and today we're going to be checking out Tales of Maj'Eyal. Personally, I think it's a really fun game, and if you guys enjoy it, we will keep going with the, we'll do like a short Let's Play series or a long Let's Play series, I don't know. I've never actually played a whole lot of the game, because it's one of those games that sat on my Steam for a while. I bought it on sale and hadn't really, sat down to play it. And I started playing it here recently since, my main PC's down, and absolutely loved it. It basically plays a lot like if you ever played Castle of the Winds. It was a game I absolutely loved as a kid. Of course, it was older, so if you're, fairly young, you're not going to be that familiar with it. But if you're like in your 20s, you may know the game, and it was one of the early PC like RPG kind of exploration games, and it was just absolute ton of fun. It was really difficult, especially as a kid, and I always loved it. Also, if you're familiar with D&D, the game is very D&D-esque as well. So we're going to be Varen Anadale, just a random name I came up with on the spot, male, and there's different campaigns. Right now we only have the standard campaign, so we're going to be playing now. We're going to play on normal difficulty, and we're going to play adventure mode. Now there's 3 different modes. There's exploration, where you have infinite lives. There's adventure, where you get an additional life at different levels, but you want to be careful because you don't have infinite lives at your disposal. And there's also roguelike, where one death and it's over. But we're going to do adventure mode for now and see how it goes. Over here, there's different races. And there's also separate sub-races, basically. So human, there's higher humans and Kornak humans. Elves, there's Shalor and Thalor. Halflings, they're just standard halflings, and then dwarves are just standard dwarves. And there's also unlockable races and classes as well. We're going to be playing as a Thalor elf. Basically, they are very close to nature, and I like their starting stats. If you notice, we get +2 to strength, +3 to dex, and +1 to constitution. So I think we're going to go with that. You do get a 35% XP penalty, which is kind of rough. We might actually rethink that a little bit. Honestly, a human might be... No, we're going to go with Thalor, I think. They get the Wrath of the Wood spell, which is extremely nice. We'll get into it later on, but it gives us a temporary boost to both inflicted and resisted damage. And it's kind of like, almost like a daily off of Elder Scrolls, but it's not necessarily an entire day that you have to wait. It's like, not a really long time. And keep in mind that instead of things being time-based, they are move-based, almost, like D&D is. So you'll have so many turns of a buff or a skill or whatever. And then for our class, you'll notice that the unlocked classes at the moment are Berserker, Bulwark, Archer, Arcane Blade, Rogue, Shadow Blade, and Alchemist. Now, Wilder doesn't actually have anything unlocked to start with. We are going to go with Arcane Blade, which allows us to put spells onto our weapon, and we specialize at using like big two-handed weapons, and we can imbue those with spells and use them against our enemies. And then our tile, we can actually do like a custom tile here. And it's funny because there's also, if we go down here, there is Jawas from Star Wars, and there's also R2-D2, there's Nagas, there's all kinds of little things. There's this like Michelin tire looking man. I think it's a Yeti, but he kind of looks like a Michelin tire guy. I think that's the tire that I'm thinking of. It's the one that looks like the big ghost off of Ghostbusters, kind of. But anyway, we're going to go with that. We're going to keep our standard tile for now. At a later time, we may play as a different tile or something. But let's go ahead and jump into the game. And this is our skill tree to start with. We have 3 stat points to use, so I think we're going to put a couple into, maybe 1 into Constitution. Let's see, we'll put 1 into Magic and 1 into Strength. Those are our 3 primary, Cunning is one of our primary skills, but we're going to do Constitution instead of Cunning because that's max life, physical resist, and stuff. So we definitely kind of want to get that early on because the game is very tough. And then we have some class points to use. This is kind of like our skill tree. I'm not going to go over all of these because there's a lot, and if you notice, there's a lot of information on each of them. But we are going to put one of our 2 points into Arcane Combat. That is our class special type tree where we imbue our weapons with a spell. So you'll notice that if we come over here, you'll notice that using this now, it allows us to have a 33% chance per melee attack to cast an offensive spell as a free action on the target. Very, very, very nice. Delivering the spell this way will not trigger a spell cooldown, but only works if the spell is not already cooling down. You may select an allowed spell to trigger this way, or choose to have one randomly selected for each attack. And then while wielding a shield, the chance is reduced by 1/4, and while dual wielding, the chance is reduced by 1/2 for both weapons. And it increases with your cunning stat. And there's different spells that are allowed. I'm not sure if that changes as we level it up, but for right now, we're going to go with the 2 points in it. And then for our other point, let's go ahead. Let's see, do we want Stone Skin or Lightning? Yeah, let's go with Stone Skin because that defensive stat, it'll increase our armor by 3 points. So, and that increases with our spell power, which is kind of nice. And then we also have a generic point, which we can put into one of these skills. We have like our racials here. That's the Wrath of the Woods, where we get increased damage and reduced damage taken. There's also armor training, but I think we're going to go with this Arcane Reconstruction. Basically gives us a really stout, like, instant healing spell. Yeah, because this is like better senses. This is like a teleportation spell. Armor training, let's see, increases by 0. Effective talent level, huh? Yeah, we're gonna go with the healing because that doesn't actually seem to raise it any right now. And let's go ahead and accept that. Welcome, Varen Anadale. You are of the Thaloran, the elven race closest to nature. Your people have lived for thousands of years in their forest, rarely taking part in the events of the outside world. Yet when their home is threatened, the Thaloran elves can prove to be fearsome combatants. You live in a peaceful You lived a peaceful life deep in the forest for many years, but lately you have grown restless and have decided to step into the world. You have decided to venture into the old and wild places, looking for ancient treasures and glory. You have come to the western side of the Thaloran forest, to the lair of Norgos. Norgos was a steadfast ally of the Thaloran, protecting the western border, but lately he has grown corrupt, even attacking the Thaloran. To the east of Shator, the Thaloran capital, lies a dark part of the woods. Ever since the spell blaze, this area has been corrupted. The wildlife there has been transformed. After days of travel, you have found Norgos' lair and entered it. What will you find there? And by the way, all the areas in this game are randomly generated and everything as well. So, you'll notice it's not a graphically beautiful game, I guess. Most people wouldn't consider it so. But what makes these type of games so fun, these are very old school RPG, like I said, D&D or Castle of the Winds type games. And what makes them so good, there's a gem right there, is they are very in-depth as far as character progression and everything, and character customization, and you can really do all kinds of stuff with your characters on here, which makes it so good. Oh wow, there's all kinds of treasure right here. We found a rough leather belt of the Mystic. We found a letter to Rolf. Dear Rolf the Ant Slayer, ha! Such trials you have overcome. Forget dragons and demons. Here we have a hero who has survived against ants. I shall deliver this joyous news to Last Hope with all haste. Perhaps there shall be a parade in your honor. I hope you registered the sarcasm in my previous words, but I obviously cannot expect much from the one who struggles with insects. Allow me to share with you knowledge of a beast rather more fitting for a true adventurer to behold. My travels had taken me south, and as I walked one night along an abandoned mountain pass, imagining what treasures and trials the next day may bring, a brilliant light filled my vision. I stood in its radiance, the land around me illuminated so that it almost appeared to be in broad daylight, and that was when I saw it. Such a magnificent sight, with wings of fire, leaving the air itself hissing and smoldering in its wake. I could only watch with rapt amazement as it alighted on a rocky outcrop mere yards away from me, the stone beneath its talons warping from its tremendous heat. It was at that moment, Rolf, that I realized that this was what being an adventurer was about. There is always more in this world of ours to amaze and astonish us. Learn from my experiences, Wiseman. And that's actually kind of neat because I've never found any kind of a letter, and I've actually ran through this little like foresty area quite a few times. So let's see, we have a mace, base power 12 to 16.8. Ours is 18 to 28.8. So we're going to stick with our two-hander. And there's also this rough leather belt of the Mystic. So let's equip that. And some items you'll notice will actually change our character's appearance, but nothing so far. So that's why we don't have any pants. Like if we were to take this off, you'll notice over there that we're just wearing like an undershirt. So, and let's go ahead and activate... Oh, I forgot. Enemies will move while you're equipping stuff. Let's go ahead and put flame on our weapons. There we go. You'll notice it activated just a second ago, so... No, I don't want to rest a while. Let's pick up this war axe. I'm not going to use it, but we can always sell it. Actually, at the start, there's an exit to the world map, and we may go check that out in a minute because we'll probably want to sell some stuff. And I know that by the third screen, stuff gets extremely tough, so we'll want to kind of take our time moving into that, I think. Alright. And we do have a number of buffs and stuff available to us that will pop on bosses. So like right here we have our Wrath of the Woods skill that gives us the damage. This is a fireball spell. We've got that on our weapon, so I don't worry too much about casting it usually. Because we specialize at, using it off of our weapons. We also have this Dirty Fighting that has a chance to stun enemies. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does have that chance to stun. We've got our Stone Skin. We've got our Arcane Reconstruction for like an automatic heal. We have a Wild Infusion. It'll try to remove one random physical effect and reduces our damage taken by 14% for 4 turns. Very, very nice. We have a Regeneration spell, and we have a Mana Surge to get back some mana. Because the thing about the Spell Blade, or the Arcane Spell Sword, is we're not going to be able to generate our mana passively. We're going to have to use Mana Surge or like mana items, mana regening items. Hey, now. We got all kinds of guys down here. Alright. There we go. What is this? Pick up item. A Mossy Mind Star. Is that a weapon? I believe that's a weapon. Yeah. That would take place of our sword. It's better for if we're just a pure like caster type class, or as like maybe an offhand or something, but we're a two-handed class, so we're not going to use that kind of stuff. There's another Sun Infusion of the Titan. What does this do? Activate the infusion to brighten the area in a radius of 6 and illuminate stealthy creatures, possibly revealing them. Reduces stealth power by 14. The light is so powerful it will also banish magical darkness. It will also blind any creatures caught inside for 5 turns. Its effects scale with your constitution. Can we use this? Oh, you have reached your maximum number of inscriptions, infusions, and runes. You have unassigned talent category points. You can use or if you have, I'm sorry, you can use one to create a new slot up to 5. You can replace an existing one or cancel. The old inscription will be lost. So we have Infusion of the Wild, Infusion of Regeneration, and Rune of Mana Surge. So we're not going to change out one of those because we need all 3 of those, and we don't have any points to buy any kind of a new slot. So, alright, so we found a Great Maul. I wonder if that's any good for us. Let's see. No, ours is actually a little bit better, but... Oh wait, on weapon hit, 25% chance for lightning to arc to a second target. What? Can be used to project a melee attack out to range 10, dealing 150% mind weapon damage, putting all charms on cooldown for 6 turns. Actually, we might try that. I don't know if it automatically casts lightning, or if we have to put it onto the weapon. You must wear this object. Yeah, I know. There we go. Alright, we'll try this out and see. If we had the lightning spell, we could try equipping that and see if it jumps. Oh, level up! And we found some spiked iron plate armor. Oh, it takes strength of 22, and we need armor training to level 3 to be able to use it, though. The armor on it is massive, though. But and it's a massive armor piece, so it's going to be kind of encumbering to wear that. Oh, what's this down here? A woodsman's iron pickaxe. Dig speed 40 turns. Okay. Hey, guy. Hello, friend. Oh, what do we got over here? Let's go ahead and pop regen. Get that going. Now, there's an exit to the next map. Here's another Mine Star. Which we'll just sell that later on. Anti-magic bush. And it's starting to get dark, so I'm assuming it's nighttime. There does seem to be like day changes and stuff as we go. So let's go ahead and head on to the next screen here. And see what we got. Oh wow. If you notice, whenever that fireball shoots out, it does a good amount of damage. It's pretty stout. Phase Door Rune of Psychic. Alright, we will take it. And when you interact with any items... Oh, wow. So it does have a chance to shoot the lightning out. So whenever we attack, we have a chance to shoot off lightning and to shoot off fire. So we are very much an elemental type setup right now. Shimmering Elm Vile Staff. Oh, we're not really a staff type person. Oh, shit. Oh, and we can actually use this item as well. Oh, wow. Did not realize that. Alright. And you can move using the mouse, but you can also move with the keyboard as well, which is what I use. So let's see, we got some gloves as well somewhere in here. Let's see. Yeah, we want to equip those, please. Alright, let's see. Anything over here? No, not really. Hey! Alright. That's just a dead end. Oh, is that a... looks like a shield. Let's go ahead and pop that. Oh, there's our dig. Dig or cut a tree. Digging takes 40 turns based on your current best digger available. Oh. Oh, we're encumbered. We're carrying too much. We can't move. Let's put that shield back on the ground and let's go sell some things. Alright. We've been finding a lot of things too, which is awesome because normally when I go through, I've never gotten encumbered before. I've never found so much that I've gotten encumbered like this. So it's kind of cool, you know, that we're actually, you know, playing for real right now and finding a lot of nice things, which will definitely help us because, like I said, this game does get incredibly tough in my experience. So, like, once you hit that third screen, sometimes even the second screen, it does get incredibly stout. And now I will say that I noticed that depending on your race choice, that your starting area is different. So, but we'll head out here to the world map really quick. Very quick. And we're about halfway to level 3 right now. Let's see what we got here. We're not going to be able to go down there. No. Chator. That's the capital city. So let's go in there. I'm sure we can find a place to sell some items here. Because we've been finding a lot of caster pieces, staves, and mine stars and the like. Oh, what is this place? Hey. Hey. I guess he doesn't want to talk to us. Yeah, it's just a inspect. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, there's a tanner store, so let's see, we'll sell some items here. I'll say we have a healing infusion stone that we could equip. Heals us for 50 and cleanses 1 wound and poison effect. But we don't have any space to infuse any more items into us. So let's sell that great sword. And that. And that. We might buy something, I don't know. We'll have to see once we get done selling all these items. Oh, You know, I really don't want to sell that, but realistically, getting our armor training up to level 3 and our strength to 22, I don't know. Oh wait, what? What is this? What does agate do? When wielded or worn? Let's see, which of these? I don't know. Woodsman's, I think we should keep the pickaxe. Yeah, let's sell the armor, I guess. And how much money do we have? 26.54 gold right now. So I don't see anything in the tanner that's like fairly cheap. Can we equip this? No. I bet we have to infuse that into like a into something, I imagine. And this scrying orb, oh, it automatically identifies items that we find. Alright. Oh, there's like a place that we can go here. You see a moss-covered statue of a Thalor reciting a poem over and over. Where bright and buried yews did stand, where the eldest oaks grew so grand, where singing birds once flew to land, all is dust, all is dead. Once flowers rose to reach the sky, once blossoms fell from beach on high. Once thrush and owl did screech and cry, now all lost, now all fled. Oaths from Shaloran mages sworn, yet spells of fiery rages born, our lands of bygone ages torn, gone is trust, wrath is red. So there we go. Now we know. And let's see, we've got a armory, pays up to 25 gold. Let's see. Yeah, we can't afford like anything, I'm noticing. I'm noticing a trend here. Everything is too expensive for us. So let's head on back to the woods and just dive on in there. Alright. We'll go to that third screen, which in my experience that screen is tough. I've never actually cleared it, so we shall see. But we are finding some really nice equipment and everything now as well. So, fingers crossed that we can clear it. Alright. I was saving. I was wondering why I was taking a second for us to want to run. But that explains it. Anti-magic bush. Alright, I should probably pop our mana surge as well because our mana is going down. Now you'll notice it says 24 here. That means we have to wait 24 turns in order to pop that again. Anti-magic bush. Anti-magic bush. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. Alright. Let's see what we got up here. Oh shit, it's a midge swarm. Alright, well, they're dead. We still gotta go back for all those items that we left behind earlier as well. Let's see. What we got over here? Nothing. Isn't that where the shield that we left was? Or was it not? Yes, it was. Somebody took it. Alright. Well, let's see. I think we've explored everything in that direction. Oh wow. Lore found. Core's Fall. Made from the bones of many creatures, this staff glows with power. You can feel its evil presence even from a distance. Haha. Core's Fall. Oh, oh wow, it's like a yellow rarity. Requires magic of 25 to use it. Man. Powered by arcane forces. It's a weapon staff. Tier 1 has to be held in both hands. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's not really for us. But it does give you plus 10% acid, fire, darkness, and blight damage. Gives you plus 0.1 corruption and bone mastery. Talent granted, plus 1 to command staff. Gives you plus 7 spell power. So it's, yeah. And it has a skill here. Conjures up a spear of bones, doing 52.62 physical damage to all targets in a line and inflicting bleeding for another 26.31 damage over 5 turns. The damage will increase with your spell power. Man. Can't believe we found like a legendary item already. Because I've actually been through this area quite a few times with, even a couple times with the exact same character setup and class. So it is totally random as far as what you'll find and stuff. Kind of wild. So we didn't find anything over there. Oh shit. Let's see. Actually, didn't mean to do that. We can actually like click and move very, very, very far. Okay, but I'm gonna look because we should have some skill points. Character sheet. Let's see, level up. Let's do that. Oh. L? Okay. So we have 3 stat points, 1 class, and 1 generic. So for generic... Oh, maybe we should have held on to that armor training. Level 1 allows us to wear heavy mail armor, gauntlets, helms, and heavy boots. Level 2, we can use shields. And level 3, massive plate armor. So yeah, let's get that. That's definitely going to come in handy. And let's get our arcane combat. Because that's going to give us an extra 5% to focus our spells from our weapons. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. And then for our points, let's go Constitution, Cunning, and Strength. Yeah, let's do that. Save changes. And let's go to the next page. Or the next screen, I mean. I'm kind of nervous here because this screen is fairly tough. And I know we're approaching wrapping up point, so we'll see. Maybe do this screen and that be it. But like I said, let me know what you guys think if you enjoy this this game and everything, because I definitely wouldn't mind doing some stuff on it. Oh, a font of life. Oh, iron mail, armor of resilience. That is something that we definitely want. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to throw that on. That's a huge increase to our armor. And you'll notice our character changed, and he looks more like a fighter now. Oh, shit. Shit. There we go. That's why I like having at least at least one burst heal, and that regeneration is extremely nice as well, though. It's just in the past I've tried to run with just the regen, and it just doesn't. It really doesn't cut it by itself, you know. Oh, we found some boots. Grounding pair of iron boots. Gives us plus 5% to lightning and 6% to temporal resistance. What boots are we wearing right now? No boots. Okay. Let's definitely throw these on. And you'll notice that our character icon there, he's wearing boots now. And he's looking a little bit more legit now as we proceed. Quit it. Alright. Yeah, get you some. Oh my god. Ah! Woo! That was tough. That was extremely tough. It was a rattlesnake. So let's go ahead and use our level ups. Oops. No. Do we have to open up our character sheet? Is it C? Yes, it's C. And then L. Okay. Okay. So let's use our stat points. Another point into Constitution, please. 1 into Magic. And 1 into Strength. Try to get some more damage. And let's go with Arcane Combat again. Let's see. To get it higher, we're going to have to hit level 4, and we're going to have to get our strength to 20. Which we can do that. And then let's go with Weapons Mastery. Increases physical power by 11 and increases weapon damage by 23% when using swords, axes, or maces. We definitely want that. And accept those changes. Yes, please. I feel like we're getting a bit stronger. Oh, that's the boss, by the way. We're going to bring him back to this font of life. And now... Now we're going to start hitting him. Because if you notice, he is very tough. He's a level 7 boss, Norgos the Guardian. Not an easy one either. Let's pop our pain suppression. And it seems like if we fight him right here, it's not too bad. Quest Madness of the Ages completed. Or updated, I'm sorry. Let's see. The Thaloran forest is disrupted. Corruption is spreading. Norgos the Guardian Bear is said to have gone mad. On the western border of the forest is a gloomy aura. A gloomy aura has been set up. Things inside are twisted. You have explored Norgos' lair and put it to rest. Alright. Now we must explore the Heart of Gloom. Lore found Rod of Recall. This rod is made entirely of Voriton, infused with raw magical energies that can bend space itself. You have heard of such items before. They are very useful to adventurers, allowing faster travel. Oh, and Sludge Grip. These gloves are coated with a thick green liquid. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's all the items that dropped. Rod of Recall can be used to recall the user to the world map after 40 turns, costing 202 power out of 400 of 400. Okay. We found an Elm Longbow of Dampening, Umbral Rough Leather Gloves of Strength. They give us +2 to Strength, 6% to Darkness Resist, and 3% to Darkness Resist. And we found a Star Staff and these Sludge Grip Gloves. Changes stats +4 to cunning and +4 to willpower. Plus 10% nature resist, 5% nature damage. Wild gift, mastery, poison immunity, mind power. Yes, we might use those. I don't know. Right now we have junk gloves. So it's kind of... We have these sludge grip ones, but we also have these rough leather gloves of strength. I think these are more up our alley, so we're going to use these actually. Because they do give a little bit of armor, and they also give us strength, which is more, you know, more for us. That other one's more of like a caster type item. Oh, and we found an iron helmet. Alright. Let's equip that. And let's see, what do we got? Some more gloves. So many gloves. We now have all the gloves. Alright, what is this? An ametrine gem. And I do believe that's it for this area. Alright, so let's pop our Rod of Recall. Space around you starts to dissolve. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. You are yanked out of this place. I guess it takes a few turns to really kick in. Probably so we can't just like, oh, we're about to die, recall out, kind of a thing. They don't want us to be a WoW Paladin, just Bubble Hearth. Alright. But we'll head into here, and we're going to end the episode out there. If you guys enjoyed this, do let me know. I know it's something a little bit different. Personally, I find the game to be a lot of fun. And if it's like Castle of the Winds, chances are it's going to get incredibly tough as we proceed. But we shall see, because that was just the starting area, and honestly, had it not been for that font and popping all of our cooldowns, we probably would have had a bit of a tough time with that boss. Actually, I think we leveled up, didn't we? We did. Let's go ahead and spin that very, very, very quickly. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get 5 out of 5 on Arcane Combat. So we have that 46% chance to do the melee effect. Arcane Cunning. The user gains a bonus to spell power equal to 22% of their cunning. That's nice. That's a passive. We may have to get that at some point. Increases the accuracy of unarmed melee and ranged weapons. Ooh, do we want armor? Or... yeah, let's get the armor training for now. The combat accuracy would be nice as well, but... and let's go... cunning, magic, constitution. We're going to do that. Alright. And, yeah, so we're going to end the episode out there. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, please comment, like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. And until next episode, do take care, and we will continue this then.